All right, what was that? Jonah had like a script idea for us to pre-read.
Oh yeah, I got it ready to go. We can go ahead and start here. 6 months ago, the Toasty Bros staff totally destroyed the Toasty Bros in a budget setup challenge. Wait, what? That's not what happened.
Destroy? No, dude, we actually beat them, I think.
We gotta go talk to them.
Did y'all like the script? I thought it was a pretty good one.
No, dude, that script sucked, and I'll tell you what, we're gonna do it different this time.
We're gonna cut the budget in half and redo our budget build challenge.
But I don't have a partner now. Zach hated being on my team.
Oh, we know how to get him back in on it.
That's right, guys, a $500 budget gaming PC build challenge for 2026 to see who at Toasty Bros HQ can build the best gaming PC.
What about my ad spot?
Oh, yeah, you could do that.
Yeah. It is Matt and Jackson, the OG Toasty Bros, the budget bros, if you will, versus Jonah and Zack, the aesthetic kings.
And the difference with this challenge is, one, it's just gonna be a gaming PC challenge, not a full setup challenge, and the budget is $500. You can do new or used parts for your build. You can't upgrade a pre-built though, you have to make a custom built PC, so no upgrading an Optiplex, that is not allowed, and we will be testing 3 games to determine the best price performance PC. We're gonna run Cyberpunk, we're gonna run Assassin's Creed Shadows and CS2 to get a mixture of esports and AAA titles. Now the way this is gonna be a bit different is normally Jackson and I will shop for all the parts within like an hour or two and just call it a day. Jonah and Zack actually in the last challenge really dove into it and did a good job getting good price performance by taking their time. So the goal is we're filming this video on February 17th. All the parts for our builds have to be at the office by February 27th. So we have 10 days for everything to show up. Mind you, if there are some logistical issues or things get lost, we'll figure that out when the time comes. But everything has to be at the office then. So you can wait till the very last day to buy something off Facebook Market, or you can buy everything right away. It's ultimately up to the teams and what they want to do.
Now this one's gonna have a real winner because we are going to test the PCs on those games, so it's gonna be written in stone who has the best price to performance, but we want you guys at home to comment down below who has the best looking build.
So let's not waste any more time and let's get to shopping. It's gonna be easy, isn't it?
Real easy.
Real easy.
All right, guys, we are going to start shopping. These guys have no chance, right? Like, there's no shot.
I think that they're going to do things like sleeve cables.
Yep.
We've done, listen, we're OG. We've done sleeve cables. We've done it all. At the end of the day, that's like $20 extra that could go towards like more storage or like a better graphics card. I think they're going to waste money on stuff like that, and I don't think we're money wasters.
Yeah, so I did a little bit. I've been maybe looking for about 30 or 40 minutes before Jackson got in here. I was just initially looking at the main go-to options, the CPU, motherboard, RAM combos, are normally the ones you want to go with. The thing is, the ones that seem viable, they are gouging for these. So like 5500, 512 gig SSD, 16 gigs of RAM, 339 is a little high.
The one below that, if it wasn't so low end, is actually not terrible.
It's not horrible for the price. It's almost like I've noticed the combos are either higher end or really low end. So like the middle ground is really hard.
Ooh, it is an H410. That sucks.
That is true. What would that be? It would already be a Gen 3 limitation. With the
it would still be
10700.
Gen 3, and it's not a K.
That's
they
not
have, they have best
horrible.
offer turned on.
They do have best offer. That's not horrible for that price.
We might have to shoot them a low offer and just see what happens.
Yeah, you can see some. I did some screen recordings. We can play some right here. I did some offers to some people that locally I feel like that would be the best option is for GPUs. Our local market is not amazing, and I know that is one thing that those two will not do. I mean, they could surprise me and go locally, but I have a feeling they're probably just going to either do hardware swap or eBay and then a combination of other stuff. I just don't think they'll go through the effort of doing local markets, so that might be where we have a bit of an advantage if we do find a deal that way.
Jackson and Matt never use it. I think it's a great place to look for anything PC related, get good deals. It's hardware swap. It's a subreddit. A little bit sketchier because there's no buyer or seller protections. You just have use PayPal goods and services. That's your only protection there. But the good thing is, with it not being a regulated marketplace, there's no transaction fees, there's no taxes. eBay, a seller on eBay, when they sell something, they have to pay upwards of 20% extra. So they mark things higher to compensate for that. We can get $57 T's on hardware swap for around $100 on eBay. You're seeing right here, they're like $150. So things are a lot cheaper because, you know, there's not those fees involved.
The 3070 is the one that I'm like really hoping, because it looks like one of those that the guy doesn't really like.
He has a 5-star rating.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jode.
Yes.
He's got a turbo 3070, and you offered him 180. I offered him 170. We could like do some pretty funny stuff here where he's probably going to respond to Matt, if he does respond, and be like, oh, this guy's offering more. I'll take 180. And then Matt can do something where it's like, on second thought, maybe would you take like 160? So then he goes to me. That's the tactic right there.
It's called the two-man game. I'm just looking at this board to see if there's anything that
16.
would. So I mean, the CPU's Gen 3 anyways, so that'd be fine. That would open up the door to like a really nice like 20 series card. Like we could even find like a used 20 Ti or something, like really go heavy on the GPU, because the games we're testing, CS will obviously be CPU bound. Cyberpunk will be very GPU bound, because realistically, it depends on how hard they're going to go with the aesthetics. Because realistically, all that matters for like who wins is like the performance. The aesthetics is just if they want to impress the viewers.
Yeah, and honestly, like, we don't really care what you all think that much.
We're
the YouTubers who deal with you guys hating on us every day. They can't handle that.
I think I'm gonna try and get a nice DDR4 kit of RAM, $50 or so, and I think that'll keep our total build costs down. With a $500 build, it doesn't look the same as it did a few months ago. So I think what the game plan will be is, let's try and find the majority of our parts that aren't as expensive as the CPU and GPU and get those locked in, so we have more of an idea on a budget that we can spend for our processor and graphics card, because that will ultimately be where we get the most performance from.
All right, so we put in an offer of $150, which after shipping would be $173. They have it to 24 hours, and this is all our stuff, like CPU, motherboard, and RAM. So like, there's no point in us going through and getting all of this. So we're waiting on this combo. Let it go through, and then we have Facebook Marketplace.
So I'm hoping 2 of those Facebook guys are actually in Indiana.
Okay.
I happen to be going up there today.
So all right, we'll sit on this, see if we hear anything from the seller, and go from there. If we get any Facebook updates, we'll jump right back in.
Let's be honest, guys. Matt and Jackson, their builds, they aren't the most aesthetic at times. I think we're gonna have
2016 level builds.
We're gonna have to beat them in aesthetics pretty hard. So I think leaving a little bit of extra budget to do things they wouldn't do, like sleeve cables, you know, maybe a slightly nicer case, making things look a little bit more cohesive. So I could see them just blowing the entire budget purely on performance. What it looks like is what it looks like. So we definitely want to make ours look nice. So we have a little bit less budget to grab all the core parts.
Yes. One that comes to my mind is the Raid Max 600 watt or 650 watt power supply. And that, John, is cheap.
That thing is always cheap, I feel
but
like.
it's a really good price. So this is going to be the part we're going to be locking in first. This is a no-brainer. It's new. We don't have to deal with the used power supplies. It's decent on the tier list. If we do end up finding on eBay a CPU, motherboard, and RAM combo, we can look into that. But I think we might be better off individually finding each part, especially if we can get RAM for like $50. Because those sellers that are selling those combos on eBay are taxing for like A620 or A520 builds, and they're just not worth it.
And I feel like people are also just hunting for combos because they think bundle deals are going to be cheaper. I think a lot of people are trying to find those combos. So they the good ones just sell quick.
So on my hunt for the $50 RAM, I actually found it pretty quickly into my search. And again, this is one of the first things that I wanted to knock out of the way. We have 4 sticks of 4 gigabytes and at 3000 megahertz, but I will say, it looks pretty good. Seller seems to be somewhat legit. They don't have too many ratings, but I went ahead and got with Zach. We got the okay from him as well. It is $42.50 with $5 shipping, so right at $47. Not a bad price at all for some DDR4 RAM, especially in this economy. So we're gonna get this on the way, and then we will continue our parts hunting.
All right, good news. It's the next day. We got our combo. $173.68. They accepted our offer. That was after shipping, so we were good there. We were good on motherboard, CPU, and RAM.
And drone.
And we bought a drone. Stay tuned for that. Now, we figured Facebook has not been as good.
Facebook is, if you guys watch the Facebook challenge, you know Facebook's the Wild West. I think between Matt and I, we've probably messaged 7 people, and Matt has had 1 or 2 respond to him. I've had 1 respond to me. We're going to keep on going, but we figure we might as well get everything else so we know what we have left.
So anywho, we're going to get everything else and just kind of figure out what we have left. All right, so we got that. SSD, let me make sure there's not a better deal out there. I think we're pretty set on like a 512 gig NVMe. I don't really think a 2.5 inch would save us that much money. They're all $49, $44 with $12 shipping. I think $50 is kind of where we're at. So I'll probably just get it from wherever the best seller is at this point.
It's the next day, and on the hunt of me saving as much money as possible for Zach, I picked out our SSD. And this is honestly one of those just stagnant items in a build that doesn't matter what you go with. So I went ahead and picked it up just so we had that price locked in. And as you can see, it has been purchased right here. So we have the Samsung 512 gig Gen 4 NVMe SSD. And like I said, Gen 4 for 512 gigabytes for $49 in this economy is not too bad. But I bet you money that Matt and Jackson did not go with a 512 gig NVMe, and they probably went with something like a 256 gig to save the max amount of money as possible. I have morals and I have standards, and I'm not going down to that low of storage because that's pretty much one video game. So 512 gigs is the absolute minimum for a $500 build in my opinion, and this should still leave a lot of money left over for the other parts.
They're doing some interesting tactics too. I heard about their like posting to Reddit being like wanting to buy, and I'm like, they might be using their Toasty Bros fame.
They could be.
In order to sway people.
We'll use our PC Bros influence to change things. So.
It's only fair.
All right, so I made a very, very basic hardware swap post, basically just saying what we're looking for, what we want to spend, some ideas on what we're trying to grab. And I posted it literally 5 minutes ago, and we already have our first bite. Messages up here. No clue what it is, so
It's exciting.
let's hope it's something good. RTX 3050, I can send timestamps. I could do 150 shipped. It would eat into our budget for CPU a little bit to do a 3050. And honestly, the rest of our parts, that is at the top of our GPU budget. Yeah,
Okay. I mean,
it's a pretty fair price. I mean,
yeah, it's good.
on bid,
Okay,
going for
parts only.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
that's a bunch
that's
of
a ton
stuff,
of 'em.
yeah. 150 does seem like a pretty fair price.
Shipped too.
Yeah, including shipping. So I mean, and this is the first message we got, so we can always kind of see what else kind of rolls in.
Yep.
Give it till the end of the day, kind of see if we get any better messages or even see anything on eBay we can snipe, and then if not, we have a fallback plan.
That's right.
So we actually just placed the orders for everything, but then Jackson, you're gonna tell people on your mic real quick what's going on. We actually heard back from somebody.
Yeah, I got a 3070, which there's no way Zack and Jonah, I think, can fit a 37. That's what they did for the last $1,000 full build challenge before bad pricing.
And that was like a 12400 with a 3070 Ti before bad
3070
pricing.
Ti, yeah. And they'd have to do a full setup, but still, they only spent like $200 in the setup. So they had like $200 more, and they only got that. So I think Matt and I can win if we can get this 3070.
Right,
Dude is asking 300, and I talked him down to potentially 200, but I'm still working that out.
Okay, so the idea is we want to at least save what, like $20 is kind of what
If
we
we
need
can
to
save
do?
$20, we'd be able to afford it.
Okay.
I've gotten a couple more PMs.
ITX. We'll add low profile cooler.
Ooh.
Possibly some fans. I need to see what I have. We did just get a pretty good little message here. This would be really cool if we could do this. I don't think we're gonna have the money for it, but we went ahead and sent a message. He's looking to get rid of a couple higher end, like I'd say higher end stuff for our budget. It would really be stretching it, and if he took what we have left to give, I'd be shocked. But let's just see what he says. We sent him a message back, and we got one more request as well.
Modded 1080 Ti with custom Morpheus cooler and 3700X. Custom Morpheus cooler.
What the hell is that? Someone's gonna be like, you don't know what a Morpheus cooler is? What's wrong with you?
Search the web for Morpheus cooler.
Oh. Is it a passive cooler?
Industrial. But if it's like cheap enough and it has this modded cooler that kind of looks cool, it might make sense. I think it just comes down to pricing, honestly.
What about the Cooler Master? What's that one that's always cheap as hell?
Q300L.
Q300L.
40.
We're definitely going to be only winning in the performance department if we can go this route.
This one just looks very traditional.
Dude, what is that picture?
Yeah, what is happening?
Why are the
here?
cables just like going to nowhere? We can save $5 on the cooler.
Yeah.
If we were to get how cheap can you get like the SC214X, like the normal one for? We might be able to save on the power supply too.
That's true. We could.
Not that we suggest it, but I do feel like there's probably like some $30 units out there.
The last two pieces of our PC build that we need to buy are the CPU cooler and the case, and we are at the very last bit of time that we can actually put these orders in so they show up on time, and because it's currently Tuesday at 4 o'clock, so we have to have everything in by Thursday, and we went ahead and picked up a couple cool things here. This is our CPU cooler that you can see we just purchased here. This is the PC cooler, CPU air cooler. This one's actually pretty cool because it has 5 heat pipes instead of the normal 4, so that's a kind of a benefit compared to like the regular ones that are 4 heat pipes, so that's a nice little touch for our Ryzen 7. And this one is $16.99. Now, this is a business price, so I'm counting it as the fact that we have $21.79 here, and there was an additional coupon code for like 10% off. So we got this for about like $19. For our case, the only thing we could fit in our budget left was the Antec NX200M. Not the most insane case by any means, but we are getting those extra 2 fans from the seller from Reddit. So those will go up front, and they're black. And yeah, this is probably the only thing we can really go with at this price point. And it has tempered glass. Not a bad option. We've used this case before. So that's pretty much all of our parts. They should be here in 2 days, and then we're going to build the PCs.
Ladies and gentlemen, This has been a challenge. Jackson went on a journey, and I have more to add to it once he talks about it, because this guy.
Yeah, so the 3070, I was going to get it yesterday. The guy I should have just known from the start. He was already sketching me out. With traffic, it was like an hour and like 40 minutes of driving. When I got to his place, I was calling, I was texting, I was messaging on Facebook, delivered, not answering the calls. I waited for about 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes, and I finally was like, I can't do this. I blocked him, I reported him, I gave him 1 star. I hope that his kneecaps hurt.
And he messaged me late last night saying it's still available if you want to come through, because it was one of the ones I messaged. So clearly he's just trying to waste people's time. So ridiculous. I don't know why. But either way, because of that, Jackson's still been looking on Facebook Market, but we have a plan that we're just going to go forward with because we're kind of running out of time.
Very much time constraint.
Running out of time here. So let's go ahead and swap back to here. So yeah, this SSD is what we're going to go with. It'll be fine. It'll work. I don't like how they said hard drive has been wiped. This is an SSD, buddy. This is how the budget build challenges go whenever I do it. I'm like, seller,
really
good.
Dude,
GPU,
I'm
valid.
always looking at the seller, the description.
Oh,
I'm looking at everything.
No, as long as it doesn't say
good,
4
though.
parts, it says used. I'm balling. We're rolling. It's not a 3070 that we wanted. We really wanted that 3070. Jackson is still going to look a little bit, but see, the thing is, I don't think they're really thinking about this. There were no rules that we couldn't just buy stuff and then return them. There was no rule. Like, we just had to have all our stuff arrive in one day. They might have just, whatever. They committed one way or another. But either way, $498.87. This is what we're going to run with for now. If anything changes, we'll check back in.
All right, it's been a little bit, guys, but we got all of our stuff in. Jonah and Zack have not built theirs yet. Matt and I are going first because we're the superior dogs.
Yes, this is the first thing we're trying to figure out here is, especially with our combo, which I'm going to assume this is combo.
Let's go for that first.
Did we get everything we wanted? Because I remember the funny thing was we were reading the bottom of the listing. Was the guy was just like, let me know if I did anything wrong with the listing. I remember reading that.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh, yeah. The listing literally said, like, message me if there's anything wrong with the listing.
Which gives us confidence after we already put in the offer on it. But the packaging looks okay so far. So let's see.
I think I like how they...
I do like how they package this.
Use anything else in here? More boxes.
The
They're just using those free...
The free boxes for packing. See, the post office, when you give free boxes out, they just use it for packing
People
material.
will steal them. All right,
Okay.
so motherboard. We have our i7. This is an advantage. We have a 10700 non-F, so in theory for Photoshop and editing applications, we got that. We got some acceleration. This is an H410M.
Okay, H410.
So yeah, 10 gen, 11 gen, H4, H510. Crucial RAM.
Should be 16 gigs of DDR4 at 2666.
Yep, CL19. It's not,
Okay.
not the fastest. It doesn't have heat sinks, but we paid like 100 and...
So combo is 163.85, which in this market, not too
You
shabby.
would pay that for about this 107. I think the 10700s alone on eBay go for 120 plus.
Yeah. So cooler was new. Obviously, we could have gone used, but it doesn't really save you that much money. $18.99 for the V2 SE214 XT.
Well, anyways, yeah, we like this cooler. This is the new version where the fan is like flush with the top of it.
So it'll look pretty clean. Add to our aesthetic category.
Yeah, because this doesn't even come with a cooler at all. We
Nope.
didn't get one.
What is that?
This is an NVMe, isn't it? We didn't buy 2 drives, right?
I don't think so. So we got the Micron 512 gig NVMe SSD.
Well, that's probably this right here. I don't know what that is. That's an SSD, I think.
Did we end up getting 2 on accident?
Oh, dude, what if that like affected our price? Like, what if we had more money to spend?
I'll have to go back and look because I don't remember that being a thing. Or maybe this is for something else.
Maybe this is for the Reddit PC video.
It might be.
Toshiba NVMe. I feel like this is for the Reddit.
I think it's for the Reddit build. That's unrelated. Just move that off to the side. But this right here should be our Micron drive that was in a... Because we got a 2.5 inch.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Peculiar. It almost looks like it was in a hot swap.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, definitely. That's cool. Yeah, this was in some type of hot swap situation where they could just...
That's so goofy that they just left it on there.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know if it's worth any money. Maybe we can get some money back. All right, so 512 gig Micron.
It's still not an amazing price. I think we paid what?
We paid $39.
We paid $39. I mean, hey, right now, $39.99, you know, not too bad for 512 gigs. So, all right, we're at cooler. We got our CPU, motherboard, RAM. We got our storage there. And then, Matt, if you want to...
Yeah, I'll swap over and talk about the power supply, GPU, and everything else.
All right, we'll do GPU first. You guys already probably saw the power supply. We'll talk about that momentarily. This is where we had so many problems. Let's try to figure out the GPU. We waited till the last possible second, but ultimately, I say settled. This is still a pretty good deal. It's a 2080 Super. We picked up for $199.
By the way, is it a Super? I thought I looked and saw normal.
This has nothing on it.
I was looking at eBay the other day and I thought I saw normal 2080 and I thought we ordered a Super.
I'm gonna verify.
I'm coming over to you.
Super.
It is a Super, cool.
So it is listed as a Super. So it is a 2080 Super. Looking good. Before I just do a little cleanup on it. It has like a bit of discoloration on the back. I wonder what it was used for.
It does look like it was like hot.
It could have been like a mining farm, you know, a little stacked up GPU action, but and then to power the build. It's been a while, okay? So you can't get mad at us. It has been a long time.
Bomb!
What has been known as the bomb in the tech community is back on this channel, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Aries Game AGV 500. It's a 500 watt power supply.
Should be 500, yeah.
500 watt power supply, 80 plus bronze. These have always looked good. Their origin and construction has been questioned. We can't beat $28.79 for what practically looks like new. Like it has not been used. It's just slightly open box. So whole Aries Game is going to be powering this. It's going to be very ironic if this is the one time that we have issues with it, but you know, I trust her. I trust whole Aries Game, just like I trust this case. This one isn't like the traditional Okinos that has a bunch of RGB and everything. It is like an all mesh all the way around case with pre-installed fans though, and it's micro ATX. So I think this build, I mean, we went budget on stuff like the power supply and everything, but it's going to look clean. Oh, broke my neck on that one.
Oh.
So mesh all the way around. If you had some RGB in here, you'd be able to see the RGB coming out. We're not really gonna have any RGB in this build, but it's a nice stealthy case. Top comes off. This just pushes out. Toolless, beautiful. We have our two intake fans and exhaust. We have good airflow out the gate. Power supply mounts up front, so we will have to do a little cable management with that, but good. This is great, and our price was $498.87, so right under that $500 mark. With used parts, we gotta build this thing and make sure it actually works, and then you guys will see what the scrubs were able to put together. All right, so PC built. We do a little finessing to make this work, but we don't need to worry about that. That's fine. Yeah.
So they don't. They give you no room in the back here. So this, by the way, isn't like holding it in place. It's just kind of, I'm trying to train these cables to stay down, or else it just goes. Phew!
The only downside with this case, but we're going to power it on, make sure it actually works properly.
The book looks nice, though. It's not bad.
Let's go.
We did cheat a little, by the way. We had a little 3D printed support bracket. I don't even know if they'll notice that.
They might not. They'll be like, this in the budget, so everything's here. 10700, 16 gigs of RAM. We're ready to install a window. We got our SSD right here. We're beautiful. All right, I'm going to take this back into PC Bros. Then those goons are going to come in here and build their PC.
We've been joking. We think it's going to take them. How long do you think it took us with filming? Like maybe...
Hour?
If
that.
Hour. It's going to take... They're not going to be done before the end of the day, I bet. Before 3 p.m.
So it is our turn to build our gaming PC. Everything is finally here. We have it all nicely set up for you guys, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of go over the obvious parts, the new parts, and then we're gonna unbox the used stuff. and see how it showed up, because we haven't seen it before.
It could be just a pile of bricks inside this box. We have no clue.
I really hope not.
We're gonna just hope everything works and everything's in there like it should be.
That's right. So to start off, I guess, Zach, since you already have everything here, let's just start with the
fun stuff,
the nitty gritties. Yes.
So this is the main specs minus RAM. Everything's going to be in here. This is going to be our motherboard, CPU, GPU, and some fans. So I see a motherboard box. So that's already a good start. I didn't want to cut the sides.
I mean, how much again did we pay for it? Did we pay?
For the entire bundle, it was $300. So the first part is going to be this B550M. It's a Gigabyte DS3H AC B550M. We paid, I mean, I guess it's bundle pricing, so we didn't get individual prices for everything, but that was part of the $300. We also got a 5700X.
It's not in the, I don't see it in the box. But
I also don't see it in the box, so
maybe it's on the motherboard.
it might be in the motherboard, because I think it was mentioned that it was being pulled from a build. Yeah, this is the stock cooler.
Oh, they came with a stock cooler. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
I didn't know it would either. Well,
But you didn't say that. But you know what? Honestly, it's fine. We have a nice cooler, which we'll get to in a minute.
but
it could've
not
saved us
in the
money.
box. We're going to hope that it's on the motherboard. We'll check that in a moment. Next we have...
Oh, no, it's 5700G.
Is it?
Yes. That's what it says on the box.
Oh no. He told me it was a 5700X.
Did he actually?
He did.
Because that's a bit of a different GPU.
That is a
Or not GPU,
little
CPU.
bit different for
Yeah,
sure.
that would be...
I/O with brackets cut.
They're like stuck in the...
Interesting. Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi
Got the
motherboard.
adapter, that's nice. And you got the I/O shield, which is also a plus.
CPU is in the motherboard, thankfully. Moment of truth is nice and crusty. What's your guesses?
Oh, it's like roulette. It's perfectly covered.
It's perfectly covered.
Okay.
What do you think?
It's probably a G. I don't want to use.
I'm
this
hoping
one.
that like it's an X, but he just sent it the G box. you
Yeah.
know?
It's an X.
It's an X.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, that would have really sucked. Oh my God.
It wouldn't have been the worst. It still would have been a good CPU, especially for the price. But 5700X is just...
It's just a little better.
It's
got
a little better.
It's got that boost.
Also, it sounds a little bit nicer, you know?
G, it's like APU. What a
Ew.
scum.
All right, so motherboard, CPU, squared away, Wi-Fi motherboard. We got a stock cooler extra. We have
We could sell that for $10. Get a better case.
2 black case fans, more of all.
Oh,
So,
look at there's a piece of fan taken out of it.
you know what?
That is hilarious. You know what? At worst case, we'll put it on if it's.
We can like put it like this so
Yes.
it's in the bottom, you
Yes.
know, kind of hide it away. But
'Cause
2 black case fans. This only comes with 1, right?
It only comes with 1. So I
Yeah.
planned for that because I asked Zach. I was like, "How many fans did we get?" He said he was including black case fans, which is why we got this case. More on that later. But what's really in here is the.
I found the piece.
Oh shoot! Oh, that might be cooked. I think that's cooked.
Oh wait, no, it goes like this.
Oh yeah, it's missing this piece too. That sucks.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's chopped. So we only have 1. That's okay though, because we're gonna have the tower fan. Maybe we can cheat and we can just
Steel
take one
fan,
from
they won't know.
Yeah, we can just swap it.
All right, next we have the GPU, which is a 2070.
I'm excited for
Hopefully.
this. Hopefully.
It is a Founders.
Oh, the best looking card.
In a Ziploc bag.
Hey, you know what? If it works, it works.
He taped it. Nice and tight.
Condition of everything looks pretty good too. There's not like it's not
It was a
extremely
decent
crusty.
packing job, minus the fans. The fans were just tossed in. Everything else was in boxes or wrapped up pretty well. This is especially wrapped well.
That's good. Oh my gosh. Ooh, and it's got the side power. Ooh.
On there.
I mean, aesthetics-wise, they're gonna get blown out of the water. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I guarantee they
They're-
did not put much thought into the looks of their build, as in typical Toasty Bros fashion. I mean,
Typical Toasty Bros fashion.
to say the least, like we
typical
put
losers.
minor thought into it, but Founders Edition cards,
Guys, look at that.
a little bit of gunk on it, but it can be cleaned.
Use the alcohol wipe. You know what? Now that I
Alcohol
look
wipe, it'll be cleaned off.
at alone, the card looks phenomenal. Does it smell funny?
A little bit. Kind of smells like cat piss.
Oh. Yeah, it kind of does.
It has like a little ammonia scent to it.
Yeah, it's
not,
got-
not like,
yeah.
not like super bad cat pee, but like it has that ammonia scent. So I don't know what that means, but we'll get it cleaned up after we're done showing off the rest of the parts.
But $300, guys, that's pretty good.
$300 for motherboard, 5700X, 2070, and 2 case fans. Honestly, pretty solid pricing, shipped, taxes included. That's the beauty of hardware swap on Reddit. People sell things cheaper than eBay because they don't have to deal with, seller fees. It's through PayPal, so sometimes you can get away with not paying taxes. People usually include shipping, so you get stuff a lot cheaper.
I think the CPU is where we're gonna have a big head up in front of Matt and Jackson. I bet you money they probably got like a 3600 or like a cheaper Ryzen 5, or they squeezed a lot of their money into that part, which we kind of got bundled in. So. Yeah.
I'm sure they got a comparable GPU, if not slightly better knowing them. They probably put most of their energy into finding a good GPU. So,
but hey, this still looks really good. So
it does.
We'll move on to the next parts now. If you want to unbox, this should be the RAM. Already unboxed just to make sure. I had no idea what it was. It came in a TP-Link box.
I was like, are you sure this is the RAM?
That's why I was like, because it said my RAM delivered, or our RAM delivered, and I was like, well, this does not look like a RAM box, so I had to take a look. But yes, we paid.
Ooh, 4 sticks.
We got 4 sticks. That was also a big thing with us when we were shopping. We realized we had to get a 4 RAM slot motherboard. So
4 sticks of RAM.
We got 4 sticks of RAM here, and we paid $48.90 after tax and I'm sorry, we paid $48.90 after shipping. So shipping is included in that price.
Let me just make sure. Yep, DDR4, 16 gig, 4x4 gig sticks. So that's going to be 16 gigs of DDR4 in quad channel, which aesthetically, quad channel just looks the best. I don't think anybody can disagree on that aspect.
This is our NVMe drive.
I was like, I don't even know what's going to be in here.
Yes.
Oh yeah, nice little Samsung NVMe.
Yeah, so this one was a 512 gig Gen 4 NVMe. So really fast speeds for a drive. We could have gotten like some really cheap off-brand one. This one I think was used, but alas, yeah, it'll work.
It looks like it's in good condition. I guess we won't know until we get it going, but it looks fine.
Yeah, and we paid $49.99 for that shipped. So really not too shabby. Not too shabby, honestly.
Storage is expensive, RAM is expensive. Honestly, everything is just kind of expensive. So any deals we can get is a plus.
That's pretty much the main components of the build. The ones that we did some big deal hunting on. Obviously, the rest of these parts are new in box. They're brand new. We got the PC cooler, black tower cooler. I was gonna go with the ID cooling, but this one is actually a bit nicer because it has one extra heat pipe. So it's a bit nicer, and it's gonna hopefully cool our Ryzen 7 a little better than a regular ID cooling one will. And it also looks pretty nice, if I do say so myself. That was like $19. We had like $20 left over. So I went ahead and spent the extra $3 compared to what we could have gotten. This is our Raid Max 650 watt 80 plus gold power supply. This is the go-to power supply if you can find it in stock right now from Newegg for 40 bucks. Insane price to performance, and it's rated C tier on the power supply tier list, so that's good enough for me for budget build especially. And then of course, the Antec NX200M. It's smaller than I remember it to be actually, but it should fit our GPU no problem. This has one black exhaust fan, and it's micro ATX, cheaper build quality, but it's $40 as well. And we really wanted to get some other cases, but this is really all we had left in the budget to work with. We were about $2 or $3 short to get a nicer $46 case. This is what we got. Pretty cheap, but it is micro ATX. It's got an ugly power supply basement, which kind of sucks. Hopefully we can peel off a sticker, if this is a sticker. And it should look pretty good still overall. So that's all of the parts and everything, and all the prices for them. Total, subtotal was $498.47. So we have $2 extra left over, or I'm sorry, $1.50. And I think we did pretty good. So I think it's time to build it.
I'm happy with what we got for our price, honestly. I think that we have them beat.
I think we're gonna cook them. So we're gonna have to build it and see though. Well, the build is finally done. Took us about, what, like an hour or so? So not too bad.
Definitely could have been a lot worse. Jonah did most of it. I was here for the vibes.
You were helping out.
I screwed a couple of things in. Not gonna, toot my own horn or anything, but I was kind of going crazy with the screwdriver. But yeah, build's all done, and honestly, not a ton of problems. We did have some scares throughout the process at the beginning. With the 5700G box, we were worried that
That was a big jump.
we were worried it wasn't gonna be a 1500X. Some always opening used parts is a little bit scary. You never know what you're gonna get, what you're gonna see. But with the actual build process, no real problems except for one slight issue.
Yes, so when we went to plug the because we were going to do that turn-on shot you guys just saw, we went to plug in the power supply, and obviously we had it flipped to on, and it instantly turned the PC on, and it went to full ramp, and it was like going full speed, and then it was really weird. So we unplugged it, plugged it back in, it did a full ramp again, and then it started boot looping, and finally it is now at this normal spot here. So it seems to be okay now. I think given the fact that there was obviously a used motherboard, CPU, a used SSD, and RAM, it had some configuration to do. So it did that, but it looks like we're good to go.
She calmed down. She's reined in now. So.
Yes, she's all calibrated. So I think it turned out really freaking good. I don't think they're gonna beat this.
They just don't care about aesthetics. I feel like they're just gonna have like a solid budget case or mesh panel or something where you can't really see anything. Or if you can see the stuff, they have an AliExpress motherboard CPU combo that's stupid ugly. So.
Yep. So it's time to show each other our builds. I think they're gonna grab theirs. We're gonna hide ours up in a blanket or something, and then we're gonna do the grand reveal.
All right, guys, it's been a long challenge.
Been
it
a
looks
while.
like your build's done using a hoodie to cover it. I
let
like
me,
it.
wait,
Is it a Toasty Bros
Yeah.
hoodie?
It is.
Oh,
It's a
merch.
limited
Toasty Bros
edition.
tag.
Did you buy
Aesthetically,
that?
ours looks better. Just saying.
All right, the grand reveal, guys.
Okay, wait, do we need to turn ours on?
I mean, if you
Yours
feel like
plugged in.
Okay, we'll plug
Do you
ours
need to
in.
be? Does yours need to be plugged in?
This is like a top, isn't it?
We don't even have
Wait.
to hit our power button.
I was gonna say.
What do you mean you don't hit your power
Well,
button?
we'll talk about that. Okay, it's on. All right.
We'll hit the power
We'll
button.
talk about that in a second.
All right,
Okay.
we'll just ready. All right,
All right, ready?
3, 2, 1.
Shaboing.
Oh,
Ooh, is this
okay, okay.
Oh, is this the new case from Okinos?
Yeah,
The minimal?
art.
Little minimal art one. All right, so let's go on here.
Step
So
around.
Founder's card?
Yeah, let's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're kind
It's a
of cool like
39.
that.
Founders. Wait,
2090.
what is this? What is going
2090.
on here?
Yeah, you like that?
Oh, they have a 2070.
Uh-oh. All right, so I guess we should
let
probably
me-
start
Yes.
talking about specs here.
Yeah.
So,
Yikes.
so what do you have for your CPU?
All right.
What's your guess?
So I see.
They definitely went AMD. They're afraid of Intel.
Yeah, this looks very AMD.
I'm gonna say they got a 3700X.
What's your guess, Matt?
5500.
5700X.
Really?
5700X. Wow.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
You know, Matt and I are freak mode with our selections.
IO shield.
What
Minus
CPU
point.
do you think? What CPU do you think we got?
Yeah, what do you think we got here?
i3 12100F.
What?
I think it's a Xeon combo.
All right.
That's
so,
why they have it covered
Well,
up.
hold on. Can we get this side panel off? I want to look in here.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
We're already
I
on
want to see how
the-
ugly this thing is.
We're on
Hold
to
up.
the, we're
We
on
gotta
to
turn
the
it this
specs
way.
right
We gotta
now.
let the people see what's happening here.
I want to see what freak mode stuff you all did. That's what I want to see.
There's nothing freak mode. Nothing freak mode at all.
no way.
Nothing freak mode at all. Don't worry about it.
I don't think there's anything too freaky. Right? Oh,
There's
right,
nothing
right.
too freaky. There we go. All right, we're good. We're
Breaks
good.
the
We're good.
plastic.
Yeah, I want to. We before we dive into all these specs, care about that.
GPU is it?
Our build's not even on.
I don't even turn it on.
I like your RAM. Looks nice.
RAM's nice.
Yeah, nice.
H410M.
Okay. All right.
I bet Zach doesn't even know what CPUs are supported by that.
I don't.
Fucking loser.
I don't.
It's an Intel.
I know it's ugly as fuck though.
This looks like a 2070. If I had to guess, 2070 Super.
All right. Well, let's stay on track here. So CPU first.
CPU first. It has to be some H410.
Yeah.
Let's see if the young buck
Wait,
even
see
the
goes
young
back.
buck-
I wasn't around for this era here.
Okay.
I don't know what era it is.
So right now we're on 810, right? So H610 would be 12th and 3rd. So that must mean that you guys are on like a 10th gen.
Older than that, it's actually a 4th gen i5.
No, you're on the right track. We have an i7 10700.
Okay.
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 So we got a CPU, motherboard, and RAM combo. So we got the 10700. We got the H410. And 60 gigs of RAM, we paid like $160 for it.
Okay.
So that was the combo we went.
We did
Come with an
a
IO shield.
we did a
No IO
combo as
shield.
well. Our combo was the CPU, motherboard, and GPU.
sticks
So
of RAM.
it was a 5700X, the B550, and the 2070 we got for $300.
Okay, so the GPU came with it.
Wow.
All right.
Yes.
I will say the RAM and the
You bought 4 sticks of memory too?
We'll get to that. We do memory now because our memory is 16 gigs of Corsair Vengeance, 3000
4 gigs
megahertz,
each.
4 gigs each stick,
Yeah.
and we got it for $48.90.
That's
On eBay.
really
Wow.
cheap. Was that all together? Is 4 sticks?
No,
The 4 sticks
was all
together, yeah.
It was all together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's really cheap.
Yep.
So we also,
Yeah, our combo is 16 gigs. With
as
ours.
far as the graphics cards, we know what you guys have. You guys have is that a normal 2070?
Yep.
Yes.
You guys have a 2070. We have a few steps above that.
Few steps.
This is a 2080 Super.
2080 Super, baby.
What price
We
you
got it for
getting?
$199. So $199 was
Free
the 2080
shipping
Super.
on eBay.
On
you
eBay?
can find them. You can find them. It's
And
not
you
like a
can-
deal.
And you guys will see through our hunting, we were very close numerous times to getting a 3070.
Oh yeah, you remember how I went to the West End?
we were
my
very
God.
close. We had multiple
I see.
sellers. We were trying to do the Facebook hunt. It did not work out very well, but we got lucky and landed on the 2080 Super for $199.
Now, what? I see you guys took the logo off your power supply.
Yeah, that's
So
because
what's going on
it's a tier F, and we didn't want people to know.
What is
Yeah.
it?
You know, it's a Raid Max 650. So it's a C tier unit. It
Oh.
just we just didn't
Us-
want
us
the
too.
we
Yeah,
didn't-
us too. Yeah.
What do you guys have?
Look,
now?
look up
no.
front. Look up front. You might remember.
Oh!
Avengers. The Ares game is back.
No.
See, this is the thing, guys. we have morals and standards. These guys
See,
don't.
They had to
all
make
right?
they had to make room for that 2080.
Yeah.
So 2080 Super. They had to,
What
you
do-
know,
but we
get
paid
a
like what?
We paid
26?
$29 for it.
bunk power
$29.
supply,
$29.
bunk
So we paid an
RAM.
extra $10. And we got a
Motherboard.
reputable.
With your penny pension?
I mean, you guys paid an extra $10, but you also got like a way worse GPU.
I know. I
It is
know.
what it is.
What was your storage situation like?
512 gig Gen 4 NVMe used.
4.
512
Samsung.
gig 2.5-inch SSD.
So you compromised on everything to get that GPU, huh?
Yeah, see, they're playing the challenge and the lack of like creature comfort. We played like a good balance build that you should actually probably build.
Ooh. Oh, we'll see what the difference is like in the performance.
I'm gonna be pretty creature comfort with my extra FPS over this build. So.
And this is like the Antec, was it the NX200M?
That's
You'll
right.
probably have a lot more comfort too, and your house catches fire from that
That's-
power
Yeah.
supply.
Nice and toasty.
It's gonna be warm.
But look at our Okinos case though. This nice Okinos
So
case.
that is an area we couldn't really we were stuck. We didn't have enough money to spend on the case. We had to
Aesthetics.
spend. We were really close to being able to buy a $46 case. We were like $1 short. So if we wanted to get a cooler as well, so we had to compromise and we had to get this Antec NX200M. And then on top of that, we also got an extra. We were supposed to get 2 fans from the seller. That would have gone up front here, but one of them showed up completely destroyed.
One broken
nice.
shipping, so
Yeah,
we
one
had
broken
to
shipping.
we decided to toss it.
So they're just Marvel fans.
Yeah, and there was 2 of them, but
Yeah.
we have an extra one for optimal airflow. So
Nice.
that's what we got.
This will be a good challenge
be.
because you guys definitely have a better CPU. I don't know how much better it really is. We very clearly have a better GPU.
Also,
but-
what is going on here with this IO shield?
You were so at least we have an IO shield first
Yeah,
of all.
it may not be the best looking IO shield, but
what
it is what it
is
is,
happening
okay?
here? Is this not the IO shield
That's-
for it?
No, it is, but
No.
it was just cut
No.
to make some adjustments for the
No.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
It's
Yeah,
literally
it definitely
not.
is.
No,
You can
it's
literally,
110% tell it's not.
It's
No, it's
literally
This
not.
was cut out too.
It's
okay.
literally not.
Did it come from the seller?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys didn't make that.
did. No.
No. It
So-
came from the seller. Oh, what's this?
It's just
Oh.
a piece of. It's a 3D
It's just a
print.
piece of plastic.
Is that in your budget?
Well, they were already printed.
Yeah,
is
they're
that
already
in your budget?
printed.
They were already printed.
They're already
They probably
printed.
was spent a while ago.
Okay.
And then what's your? Did we talk about your guys' RAM?
Yep, 16 gigs.
16 gigs.
2666.
DDR4. So pretty basic, but it was with the combo. So
Yeah.
You know, we do have a slower drive too, so I don't know if with like new Assassin's Creed and stuff, that could affect our FPS.
I guess the one thing we didn't talk about was coolers. I guess we basically just went for 2 different versions of a 120
Yeah.
mil tower. You went PC
Yeah.
cooler, you went the new ID cooling.
So,
one.
like I said, we had a couple extra dollars since we got a pretty cheap case for $40, which is new. We had like $20 to spend on the cooler, so I bought a 5 heat pipe cooler instead of a 4, like the ID cooling.
This case is only $47.
I was gonna say, well, I was like, we should have just bought that case
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
I hate a cable managing this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I wanted to buy this case actually.
but
Don't worry about it.
we didn't have
It
enough
is
money.
a good looking case, but
Yeah.
you need a modular power supply.
It's
No
funny
joke.
too because we got sent a stock cooler that we weren't planning on getting from our Reddit combo. So we really could have just gone with the stock cooler and then had more budget for
Was it one of those
everything
big,
else.
like a latch cooler?
No.
Oh, that
It was
probably
it was the Wraith cooler, which was not good for the 7.
In
that
Toast
would've
Bros
been
fashion, it
pushing
would have
it.
been okay.
Well, now that we've revealed our builds to each other, it is time to do a side-by-side benchmark. We got 2 of the same monitor. We're going to hook up some keyboard and mice. We're going to set it up here, and we're going to reveal it live. The 3 benchmark games we have to test. We got CS2, we got Cyberpunk, and Assassin's Creed Shadows. The best out of the 3 is the winner of the challenge. Let's set everything up.
All right.
All right, guys, verify settings before we go in.
Yes.
Top left.
It's going to be tough.
All right, so we are running low settings for CS2 first. 1080p shouldn't be
Balanced.
all low. Balance, that's the low preset. Then you go to video, you can verify it is 1080p, full screen. Looking good. All right, now
Refresh
go to
rate
play.
60 hertz.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna notice the difference.
Play. All right, hit go.
Oh, I thought we
Now
were
step out. And
I thought we were
let's-
going to time it a little
Sorry,
bit.
he said hit go, so I hit go.
He did
Oh,
say
sorry,
go.
sorry, I did say go.
He added a sense of urgency.
Oh, well, we
He's
might
going to load
actually
in
be...
quicker. Oh, dang.
Well, our SSD's
Ooh.
obviously going to
Yeah,
get
the
get there
SSD is going to
first.
get us there first.
Yeah.
Ooh, but we have to
Okay.
download it.
All right, here comes the FPS benchmarks.
Okay.
We're definitely seeing some higher
Holy
highs on the
crap.
CPU here. Look at the
Yeah.
CPU
Oh, wow.
difference.
Dude, yours is going insane.
So we're at 100 over you guys.
Yeah, I think the 10700 is about 20% worse, and it's a good amount older than the 5700X. And you can definitely see it. You guys are getting better latency. You're getting more FPS.
You're getting more GPU usage too because
interesting.
we're kind of being held back a little bit by the CPU.
Yeah.
So our clock speeds, even though clock speeds are similar, just architecture-wise, it's a lot different. Ours pulls way more power too, 64 watts versus 40 watts on your 5700X. So ours is pulling a lot of watts, but not doing as much.
Yeah, temps are pretty good for both of us. Your all's reference card's getting a little warm. It's not hot necessarily,
Yeah.
but our 3 fans
You
definitely
guys have a nice beefy 3
chilly.
fan. Yeah.
Chilly.
I wonder, it'd probably be nice to have new thermal paste on that Founders Edition card.
It is pretty
But-
old, so it probably just needs a nice
Yeah.
repasting.
You guys are definitely running away FPS and latency-wise, so we'll see what the averages end up being.
Yep.
All right, the final results are loading in.
Drum roll.
2, 1. Wait for that to load in.
It is crazy, this ancient architecture.
Yeah.
So Matt and I got 345 average, and then I guess our 1% low,
low.
I guess 127.
Well,
27.
well, you guys got, you want to read yours off?
Our average was 484, and our
94.
1% what was that 94?
Yeah, you're blind.
Oh my
Sorry.
god, I really am.
Yeah,
I did
Our
get the
average
blind.
is 494, and our 1% low is 163.
There it is.
There we
Hey,
go. All right,
hey.
first win
One of
to these
three.
guys.
1 of 3 for you all.
All right,
right.
let's move on to Cyberpunk. Let's get more GPU bound here. All right, we're in Cyberpunk. Currently running, we're doing some 1080p. Graphics are set to the high preset with resolution scaling turned off. So everything else is default. We're running some higher details. This should be more of a GPU bound scenario. So let's see what happens. We're going to hit.
Before we start, we gotta look at the frame rate difference.
Yeah,
here.
I don't know what's happening.
They're lagging over
Look,
there.
I don't know what's happening in our menu. Look at this. We're moving around.
I'm just saying, we built a menu monster.
You
That's
built
right.
a menu monster.
Menu
Well, I noticed our
monster.
GPU keeps going down to like 5% in the menu, so I guess that's why.
It's problematic.
And it's whining.
I think it's
when
because it's so good of a GPU. It's just like,
It doesn't know what to do.
when we press
It's
it,
above
it
this.
automatically go in. Oh,
And
okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, that's pretty good.
It's gonna be hard to time it because our SSDs are so much.
Yeah,
faster.
why are the color? Oh, we were in 2 different spots. I was like, the colors are so
Did I
different.
just see like an artifact? Oh,
That happens.
that happens. Okay.
Yeah.
You can tell I don't. Oh, you know what we
It
should
makes
have
it
done?
look. See, the SSD's faster.
We
so
should have
you're
had you guys start early since,
Oh,
since you guys are
to
so slow to get
compensate.
in. Oh, look, this is a great example.
Jeez.
So we're getting around 70 in the first room.
We're still not in.
Oh my god.
There we go.
What is going on with this fluctuating FPS?
Why is it?
Did you see our latency?
What is happening? What is wrong with our build?
We got a nice, calm, consistent.
Is our GPU good? Look at the
80-ish?
wattages on everything.
Why is the wattage
what's
just fluctuating like that?
Why-
What is wrong with our GPU?
Oh, I'm feeling good about this.
Well, look, when it's doing fine.
No,
Oh.
it's not.
Maybe you just need to go outside.
Nope.
No, it's like chopping down.
Yikes.
Yo, what is up with our GPU?
Why are we like horrendous?
It must be
Dude,
that slower
look at
ramp.
the megahertz on the CPU's going down to 800 megahertz.
Oh my god.
That ain't right.
There's something wrong with our GPU, bro. Or it's something power related that's causing that.
Could be the Ares game.
I knew you were
Hey, it could be there.
Maybe he's cutting power.
Oh, look, our CPU's going down to
Already
800
finished.
megahertz at times. This feels like
Look at the
you're,
TDP on it though, too. It's also dropping to 8.
Yeah.
That is insane.
I think that
That is
the
wild.
motherboard could be doing some weird stuff with the CPU.
Look at our
Yeah.
55 average with a minimum of 22 and a max of 118. Our max is high, we win. The average
Oh my
is
God.
78, minimum 65 and a max of 94. So far, they basically won the challenge because they won Cyberpunk
Wow.
and CS2. The GPU is weird.
That's
Very
really
weird.
weird.
Yo,
all
there's
I'm
this,
saying-
their stuff crashed.
Look,
Oh,
their
yo!
games crashed, the
Yo!
whole PC's crashed.
But when we were gaming, it was doing better.
price you pay for performance.
Yo, also some
okay.
shutdowns.
Okay.
Some shutdowns.
Oh,
It did it
Oh, again!
buddy.
Wow!
Turn it off, turn it off.
What do you have to say for yourself, Jonah?
So
We have
what's going
problems.
on here?
We have some problems, guys. Well, first of all, we finished the Cyberpunk benchmark and we were going to Assassin's Creed and we got a blue screen. Then we got another blue screen back to back after that.
And then another
now
blue
it won't
screen.
stop. I went to turn off XMP and now it's still blue screening with memory management. And now we're getting a critical process die.
Okay.
And you know what Matt and I are about to do is
Oh,
we found a
God.
setting in the BIOS that we think was locking our CPU down to 800 megahertz and we turned it off. So we're probably
This is called the comeback. This is called the comeback.
This is a bounce back.
No, I want to die.
Do you guys count it if it runs better?
Yeah, because you guys were starting to get all cocky and shit. Now your old build just doesn't work. So that's all
Well,
I'm
it's
gonna
your,
say.
fault for not optimizing your PC before the benchmark run.
We didn't need to.
Clearly you did.
Jonah!
Is that another error?
Is it your SSD you're hyping up? Is it dying?
It might be.
Oh,
That's not good.
Oh no.
That's not good to see.
What's going on,
That's
Jonah?
not good.
Might as
That's
well
insane.
rerun some
They're
tests.
running multiple benchmarks to get a better performance result. That's
Welcome
insane.
to the Toasty Bros YouTube
They're
channel.
literally cheaters.
All right, 95 average, minimum 76, max of 118. All right, W,
that's-
W,
that-
W, W.
I do want to. What was our average? Like 80?
So they got about
you want to run
they
it
got
again
about
too,
10
actually.
more.
Yeah, you,
Oh, I
you
can't get
can
back
run
to
it
the-
again.
Yeah, Jonah, go ahead. Go
I
run,
can't- I
run it
can't.
again, Jonah. All right, just for the fun of it, again, we ran CS just for the sake of it while these guys are looking for solutions.
We're looking for solutions.
Looking for solutions. 368, 66.
Oh, 68. Oh,
It is 66.
And 147. Our low is better.
Yeah.
I think our low was what, like 120 something before, 121?
All right, so that did good. We're going
Oh,
to
he's
give
in the
them a little bit of troubleshooting time to see if they can get in. If they can, we'll run Assassin's Creed again. But based on us actually fixing the setting, it seems like our Cyberpunk is the winner.
Okay, we found corrupt files.
Ooh,
good.
did it fix them?
I have to reset.
Oh yeah, successfully repaired them.
All right, we'll be back if we get this ready to benchmark.
So Assassin's Creed Shadows, Zach, let's show them the settings. So we're both borderless window 1080p.
With DLSS balanced.
Yeah, we figured this one would be fun to kind of put a little bit on the CPU and the GPU. And then we got scalability,
idea.
which is medium. Yep, Jonah's idea.
And if you
He's
can't,
Trying to help us out here.
Medium and low settings on the medium.
if you
preset.
can't tell, also their PC's working right now
It
after
is.
the SFC scan now, so
We got
they're
it
able
going.
to compete. We kind of came to the consensus because Cyberpunk was a bit of a mixed bag. We gave them
Yeah.
a lot of time to fix their issue. We ended up actually having a better result once we figured out what our issue was. So we're kind of just going to consider that a draw. We're going to call it a draw. You guys at home can argue. Ours was actually better, but that's fun. We call it a draw. But for that sake, we're going to do Assassin's Creed Shadows. And if it happens to be that our PC wins this, we're going to be tied 1-1, which will introduce a new benchmark to figure out who the actual winner is. But for now, there's a chance that they could win or we tie things up.
This one will be pretty interesting.
Now, this game is a very demanding ray trace title. And also, you're seeing the SSD looking pretty good.
Ooh, we're pretty synced, but the FPS difference here is a little crazy off rip.
Just wait till you actually get in the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like how you can see the average FPS the entire
that's
time
really
during the
cool, yeah.
benchmark.
Nice.
Look at that drop.
Oh, our CPU's dropping again.
What?
It's
Oh, it's
dropping
down to 800 again. What's going on?
Why is it doing this?
I mean, technically, your average is still better than ours.
Yeah, you guys are.
Oh, wait, it's chilling now. It's chilling.
we're not.
Oh, is it
Maybe,
ours?
maybe it's
chilling
had
now.
a slow start, you know?
Maybe just had a moment.
Ooh.
We're not like. Yeah, that's. Huh. I thought
It, like,
I
dropped
thought
for-
it stopped that.
It dropped for just a second. But this is close.
It is
This is much closer than I expected.
This game is more CPU bound than I thought.
It is.
Which probably
Apparently
probably doing DLSS and everything.
Yeah, both GPUs are maxed out
Oh, those stutters are hurting our average.
Yeah.
Oh, but
So
we're still
lame.
ahead.
But you guys
right
are
now.
still ahead.
We're still ahead.
Just barely.
Oh,
Ooh, 29.
A couple more of those and we'll be there.
That's right. Come on. Come on.
We're
Come
praying on your
H410M.
downfall.
Pull through for
Guys,
us.
benchmark needs to finish now.
it needs to finish. Oh, no, come on.
We're gaining ground.
Dude, I feel like I'm like getting punched every time it drops.
We're-
Cool it off, cool it off.
We're getting an average. Our averages went down 1.
Oh,
Oh,
we still
man.
got a 5 FPS
You
average.
guys are smoothing out a pretty good bit here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Watch,
it
we're gonna
needs,
hit this
it needs
bridge.
to not drop.
We're aiming for the console experience here.
Oh, come back, come back, come back.
Why is it doing that?
It didn't change though. I think you guys are.
I think you're far enough in.
I really think
Yeah.
the motherboard just can't handle that CPU because we're on the max performance and it's just.
It's just weird because it's like
Blue screens are
it's
extreme
doing
stutters.
totally
Which one
fine.
do you want?
It has no reason. It has no reason to drop.
But it
Jonas
looks
made a
like
great
we're
point.
still gonna get.
Okay. We got a 60,
60
average.
average.
Okay.
That was,
But
that was
ours would have been even better. if we
1%
did this
lows
weird.
though. Look at that 1% low.
Yeah,
though.
look at our max.
Would
Dude.
you
Yeah.
mention the upscaling? Was that anything?
Yeah.
That might be what was causing more of a CPU load versus
Ah,
Cyberpunk,
yeah.
which was all GPU load. We're actually using our
at
CPU
all
board
those
with
lows.
upscaling.
Yeah, our lows are
the
a
stock market.
stupid motherboard disadvantage.
It's like Bitcoin.
All right, well, you know what? We're calling it tied up. Let's
Yeah.
introduce a little 3D Mark action,
Ooh,
and that'll be the
tiebreaker.
deciding factor. Highest score wins. 3D Mark time spy.
Let's get
All right,
it.
this is it for all the bread.
This is for all the bread.
All the
toast.
marbles, boys.
Jonah's got his system just working. It seems like the theory is when games
Yes.
close out, it breaks it. So it is Band-Aid fixed, ready to go. Let's hit run.
3, 2, 1.
So we know that you guys are very likely going to win in the CPU department by,
Probably.
I'm going to guess like 1,000+ points.
Especially with that board holding you guys back.
Yeah, I was saying to Matt, I'm like, we have not seen more than 65 watts. This i7 should definitely be able to sometimes hit
Oh
more than
yeah,
that.
for sure.
But then again, yours has been really low too.
Blasted on an FPS right
it's
now.
close.
Hold on
It's
now.
pretty close.
Because you guys are a little ahead, so yeah, wow.
And we're on GPU right now. You can see they're utilizing a lot of that GPU.
It's crazy to see that your core components are pulling like 100 extra watts compared to ours.
Yeah.
Our
So
Aries game loves
at
it.
the end of the day, we're saving money in the electrical bill.
We're gonna save you like
technically
$7 a year when you think about
that's
it.
insane.
Yeah, but downclocks again, this motherboard just doesn't listen to the BIOS.
All right, we made it through.
It's holding. Oh,
holding.
look at her. Look at her. She's holding.
Wow, 130 watts
Whoa,
now.
look, she's holding.
wow,
Oh,
let's
but
go.
then it
Wait,
downclocked
what
right
the
away
heck?
to 65.
What the heck?
It literally would hold that for just a few seconds. Oh, it's our
dude.
board.
That means that
That
the
might-
board has capabilities. It could do
All right,
it.
9,242
Oh.
versus
Please crash.
11,000.
Oh, we
All
have
right,
been
let's
beat.
see the CPU and GPU scores. So we have
CPU, we are up by
Let's go
1,400.
full screen, then you can see it, Jonah.
shrink this.
Yeah, just go down the bottom right corner.
Oh,
there's that.
It doesn't matter. We don't need to see that.
Wrap it up.
I guess we'll never know.
But you know what, Jonah? One game per SFC scan. You know this.
All right, guys. Well, that was the 500 budget
Wow.
bill challenge. Let's wrap this video up.
Well, guys, that was quite some challenge. That had a lot of challenges.
Definitely.
Along the
Yeah.
way. You guys want to talk about how do you feel right now in the current state?
Well, I feel pretty defeated, honestly. I did not expect it to start crashing like that because we were doing just fine when we were setting up the PC with no issues, even installing drivers and stuff like that. So it was definitely a curveball to get hit with crashes mid benchmarks. So
I feel
that's
like
kind of an L.
the power supply issue off rip too, where it was just turning
Yeah.
on its own, was kind of like
A red flag.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like a foreshadowing to what was gonna come. So we were just kind of hoping it wouldn't happen. Honestly.
And with ours, I think we're pretty convinced it's the motherboard is holding us back long term because it seemed like the more we gamed on it, the more it was getting close to that downclocking. But then when we did the CPU test in 3D Mark, it hit 130 watts, which in average gaming sessions it never did. So if we had a better motherboard, this would be really good. But this combo just was priced the way it was because the motherboard held it back.
Sacrifices
Sacrifices
were
for a $500 budget
for both
bill.
builds.
For both builds, you got to sacrifice, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this challenge. If you want to see other price ranges from us, we can go more expensive or cheaper. Please don't
Don't
do
cheaper.
cheaper.
It was hard.
Let us know in the comments down below what kind of price range you want to see, and thank you guys again for watching.
Also, let us know which one you guys think looks better because we did mention we're going to do this challenge, but then we're going to let you guys decide ultimately Who wins the looks?
We don't win stability, performance,
like that.
anything else.
It was closer, though.
But she's pretty though.
All right, well, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Time to go to PC
don't
Bros.
No warranty, as is, no returns. Works perfectly fine, no issues. been
$500
tested.
upcharge.
That's right.
And use code ToastyBros to charge yourself 3% more. We're changing the code.
And you may get this build, and it may work. I don't know. Just
It'll-
kidding. Buy
it'll-
PC
it'll be
Pros.
fully tested
It'll
if
be
it
good.
goes there.
It'll be good, guys. These builds will be great. They'll be working. And if not, they won't get sold at PC Pros. See you guys later. Goodbye.
Peace out.